Welcome everyone to the Insight Spark channel. I am absolutely thrilled you're here with us today to dive into this explainer. Definitely make sure to subscribe and check out the channel so you can catch this, our other explainer videos, and our deeply fascinating discussions in our audio podcasts. Today, we're talking about something that sounds like pure science fiction, but it's very real. For the longest time, we thought aging was just a one-way street, right? You get older, and that's just the way it goes. But today, we're unpacking some revolutionary research showing that time can not only be slowed down, but literally reversed.
But hey, before we jump into these incredible breakthroughs and how to apply them, I've got to give a super important disclaimer. You must always consult your treating physician before you try applying any of the health or lifestyle methodologies we're discussing today. Our bodies are incredibly complex, highly individualized systems, so safety and professional medical guidance absolutely have to come first. All right, let's take a quick look at today's agenda. We're starting off by decoding your biological age. Then, we'll get into testing and the practical applications you can use. After that, we're looking at the Yamanaka factors and cellular reprogramming before finally exploring the future of rejuvenation.
So let's kick things off with Section 1, decoding your biological age, the operating system of your body.
To really get this, think of your DNA like the hard drive of a computer. That genetic sequence is your hardware. It's totally fixed, completely unchangeable from the day you're born until the day you die. But sitting right on top of that hardware is your operating system. And in biology, we call that the epigenome. This is a dynamic system of changeable chemical tags, specifically methyl groups, that act like tiny little switches. They literally tell your cells which genes to turn on and which ones to shut off. The problem? As we get older, this operating system starts to glitch. The protective genes get accidentally turned off, and the destructive programs get switched on.
Because your operating system is accumulating all these tiny errors over time, scientists have actually developed what they call epigenetic clocks. These are highly advanced mathematical models that scan your DNA's methylation patterns to pinpoint your true biological age. And they can even map out your risk for age-related diseases. And here's the wild part. That biological number can be vastly different from the chronological age printed on your passport.
Which brings us right into Section 2, testing and practical applications. Let's talk about taking control of your clock.
Right now, the biological age testing industry is absolutely booming, and honestly, the process couldn't be simpler. Step 1, you just do an at-home saliva swab or a quick blood drop. Step 2, you send it off, and a certified lab uses DNA microarrays to scan hundreds of thousands of your specific methyl tags. Finally, Step 3, advanced algorithms crunch the numbers, calculating your exact biological age by comparing your data against massive databases of healthy people.
And these modern tests, they go way beyond just spitting out a single number. They give you incredibly deep, actionable analytics. Take the DunedinPACE metric, for example. It literally measures the current speed of your aging right at this very second. If your score is over 1.15, you're aging faster than normal. Then there's Symphony Age, which breaks down the biological age of your specific organ systems. So you might find out your heart is super youthful, but your liver is aging way too fast because of stress. And GrimAge? That provides high-accuracy models for longevity and disease risks. It's like getting an objective, real-time dashboard of exactly what's happening inside your body.
So what problems can we actually solve with this data? Well, pilot clinical studies are proving that you can tackle accelerated aging just by tweaking your daily habits. It's amazing. Deep sleep, meaning a solid 6 to 7+ hours, actively triggers essential DNA repair. Smart nutrition, like adopting a Mediterranean diet or practicing intermittent fasting, gives yourselves the exact raw materials they need for proper maintenance. Physical exercise, just 150 minutes of moderate activity a week, literally forces your muscles to release youth-signaling molecules. And stress management? Things like meditation actively lower your cortisol, which shuts down destructive cellular inflammation. When you combine these methodologies, you can actually drop your biological age by several years in just a matter of months. But it doesn't stop at lifestyle. We're seeing some mind-blowing pharmacological discoveries right now, too. It turns out that certain existing medications, drugs originally designed just to control metabolism or blood sugar, like metformin and GLP-1 agonists, have this wild secondary benefit. In clinical programs, they're actually showing the ability to slow down those epigenetic aging markers we talked about. Now we're shifting gears from the really cool science of slowing down aging to the absolutely jaw-dropping science of reversing it. Here's Section 3, Yamanaka factors and reprogramming, the radical science of rejuvenation. This radical new method relies on something called the Yamanaka factors, or OSKM. I want you to think of this as a literal biological factory reset button. It's a specific set of 4 proteins that are fully capable of taking mature adult cells and returning them right back into a pluripotent embryonic state. They can literally take a tired old skin cell and turn it all the way back into a fresh, young stem cell. It's just incredible.
Now, initially, researchers hit a pretty massive hurdle with this methodology. Full reprogramming completely erased the cell's identity. By turning them all the way back into stem cells, there was a dangerously high risk of tumor formation. But scientists came up with a brilliant workaround: partial reprogramming. Instead of a full reset, they just use a short-term burst to clean up those epigenetic errors. This way, the cell stays specialized. It still remembers it's a muscle cell or an eye cell, but it becomes functionally young again.
And we absolutely have to highlight Dr. David Sinclair's method and groundbreaking work here. His pioneering research and the methodologies he's championed in the field of aging have been totally crucial in transitioning these epigenetic rejuvenation technologies out of academic laboratories and directly into real, actual clinical trials on human beings. Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, the future of rejuvenation, looking at clinical reality and medical cautions. Guys, we are quite literally witnessing history unfold. In Phase 1, we saw massive preclinical success on primates, where they successfully restored the axon structure of the optic nerve. Moving into Phase 2, the FDA actually gave approval to the biotech company Life Biosciences for their ER100 drug. And right now, we are in Phase 3. We're talking about the very first enrolled human trials using this partial reprogramming method to treat age-related eye neuropathies. They are actively attempting to restore a youthful epigenetic profile to the human optic nerve to bring back vision. However, as we step into this golden age of medicine, leading gerontology experts are definitely sounding the alarm. They are strictly warning that intervening in your epigenome using unverified rejuvenation cocktails you found on the internet is incredibly dangerous. Our bodies are deeply complex systems, and commercial tests just aren't standardized for individual diagnosis yet. A failure in a regulatory system this delicate could be absolutely disastrous. That's exactly why these methods have to remain strictly within regulated clinical trials for now.
So if aging is no longer just this inevitable fate, but rather a treatable epigenetic failure, how will you choose to program your operating system? Every single choice you make today, how you sleep, what you eat, how you manage your stress, is actively rewriting your epigenome right this very second. I want to leave you with that thought. Thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Insight Spark channel and check out our other explainers and audio podcasts, because there are so many more incredible discoveries ahead. Catch you next time.